So today I wanted to talk about Megaman, a character that I personally actually really enjoy watching, but always felt a little bit awkward in my hands. Today I want to analyze the character, kind of how good I think he's going to be in Ultimate, and a lot of his main changes. With that said, let's get started. So the first and definitely most noticeable thing about Megaman in Smash Ultimate is going to be his pellets. Now honestly, these things were pretty good in Smash 4 and could apply a decent amount of pressure, but I feel like the problem about these pellets is that they just didn't really feel that Megaman. Now, I'm going to say this because, I really love Mega Man. I played literally every single of the original series games. When you shoot a pellet in Mega Man, it goes like all the way across the screen. It goes super far, and then you got to wait for it to, essentially disappear before you can shoot again. But when you play Smash 4, you shoot a pellet, and it goes like that far. And it doesn't really feel, honestly, in my opinion, all that great or all that Mega Man. It feels way too close range for that type of character. In Smash Ultimate, though, they actually made so that the pellets go way farther. Now, of course, they don't go all the way across the screen, because that would be definitely ridiculous in a fighting game, but they are much more effective now, and I think will make the character feel a lot more Mega Man. Now, in addition to this, his forward smash is also quite a bit longer range, so that's kind of a nice additional change. You're not going to see that nearly as much as his pellets, but it's pretty nice. Speaking of his forward smash, it actually got another buff, which is that now you can actually just forward smash much quicker now. It has a lot less lag on this move, a little bit less startup, and it's just overall a better move. Add this to the fact that his up smash also got just plain out better by like 12 frames. I think he's going to have a lot more kill options now. And while, down smash is still probably going to be his main actual killing move, these are more options, and especially more options to get damage, more options to just kill people out of nowhere. And yeah, they probably aren't going to be like the best kill moves in the game, but they're quite a bit better. Now to something that actually is going to be probably one of Mega Man's new bread and butters, it's going to be his forward air. Now Mega Man has always had a very good back air, almost an impressive back air, where you could just throw that thing out, had a huge disjoint, tons of damage, could kill, sometimes could lead into some combos or some tech juices or some random stuff. But his forward air was always not that great because, it did some damage and got your opponent away, but that was kind of it. And a lot of the times you could just kind of space away against this move. I don't know, I feel like it wasn't all that amazing. In Smash Ultimate though, his forward air probably got the most buffs, and by probably I mean definitely got the most buffs of any of his aerials. Overall, Mega Man actually didn't get that many buffs to any of his aerials. His neutral air wasn't really buffed because they couldn't really. His down air wasn't buffed that much. His up air and back air kind of stayed the same. His forward air is much quicker, does more damage, and kills earlier. It literally has every single thing that you possibly want on a buff, and there we go. It's really nice. And additionally to this, it has less landing lag. So really, it's just going to be a much more effective move now. You can now use forward air and back air to kill, forward air and back air to gimp. I think he's going to be a really good character off stage, a really good character to set up space, a really good character when you can push your opponent near the ledge. And as well, Mega Man's always been good at, sharking underneath people, throwing up hitboxes, and juggling people. So I think a lot of the changes in general in Ultimate are going to help this character. But, especially just having that new forward air, that's going to be awesome. And I think as Mega Man, that's going to be one of the main tools you're going to be pulling out in Ultimate. So when Smash 4 came out, I think a lot of people saw a lot of potential in Mega Man, but didn't really actually want to pick up the character because he looked really hard. And as we learned in the future, Mega Man actually was really hard. And I think a lot of people just kind of immediately get turned off by that. Me, myself, I really couldn't get into him. He was just kind of awkwardly difficult, but he worked really, really well. And against some of the top tiers, he could actually be kind of used as a counterpick character, especially against Bayonetta. I actually saw a good amount of, Mega Man against a lot of other characters. Wasn't always the best, but pretty good. And when you have a person that could play this character to their fullest potential, I think Yeti comes to mind, you could just see amazing combos, amazing zero to deaths, tons of damage, really good spacing, kind of everything with the character. And he just eventually started climbing over and over and over again. And that's kind of what happened with Mega Man. Now in Ultimate, I think Mega Man honestly has quite a bit of better tools now. He has more range, he has a little bit more damage with his forward air, kill potential, he kills a little bit easier with his smashes, but at the same time, he lost all of his jab locks, he lost all of his footstool locks, and that's going to really hurt the character in that aspect. I think Mega Man overall is going to be a lot less based off of just like killing you at 0, killing you at 20, getting huge combos, and more just based off of completely spacing it with your opponent. Now, honestly, that's going to be a big nerf, but going to be something that I think the designers actually wanted the character to do. So I think it'll be a lot more making sense as the character, but that will kind of hurt him. Now, when you compare these two things, I think overall we're going to have to see Mega Man as a new character. Mega Man's no longer going to be this huge combo-based character that has all this weird tech stuff, which kind of sucks. But if you kind of like a more spacing-based Mega Man that can use pellets a lot easier, that can just space a lot easier, that can get kills more easily, that can edge guard a lot easier, that can juggle easier, that's kind of where this new Mega Man is going. It really depends on you, what you like, what you don't like, But I think there's a lot of potential in this character, but probably, again, we're going to have to kind of see where everything goes. And maybe later on, we're going to find a lot of combos, a lot of locks. We don't know. This is just using some of the basic information and kind of how it works in Smash 4. I think there is a ton of potential in this character, though. And if you want to pick him up, I definitely recommend it. With that all said, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment down below your own personal opinions about Megaman and what you kind of think he's going to do in the next game, or if you're planning on maining this character. So as always, guys, thank you all for watching. Top part of the screen right now, a card of more Smash Ultimate analysis videos. You want to see that. And as always, guys, thanks for watching and have a smashing day.